I'm on my way to find out what it might be like to be strip searched by police. In New South Wales, it can happen to adults as well as children as young as 10. It's a power police argue they need to fight drug crime. I'm meeting up with Ken Wu, a former criminal defence lawyer who's dealt with drug cases and now teaches university law students about police procedures.
So Jason, what we're going to do today is explain to you how frisk searches and strip searches work. The police officer might come up and say, I'm Constable such and such from Surrey Hills Police. The officer will then say, the drug dog has sat down, I've formed reasonable suspicion that you may be carrying drugs, and on that basis I'm going to subject you to a search. The police officer will then take you to a private location to undertake that search. So if you come with me this way.
Before the actual strip search begins, police can require you to remove outer layers. In this case, my jacket and my shoes and socks. Next is what's known as a person search.
All right, so there's something in your right pocket, Jason. Can you take that out for me, please?
And then we move to the strip search. Legally, police must have a reasonable suspicion and a serious and urgent need to do so.
So what I'm now going to ask you to do is to take off your shirt and also your pants.
You might be asked to remove all items of clothing, even your underwear. Then comes a visual inspection of your body. Police are advised not to touch your bare skin, but
A police officer could ask you to lift your hands, shake your hair, turn around to allow for a visual inspection. Police also say that they can ask you to, for example, lift your genitals or spread your buttocks or squat.
that's ask, but not direct. Now, this is just a demonstration, and I didn't really take off my clothes. I had control over the situation. But in real life, that's not always the case. Police strip searches have left some feeling humiliated and degraded. In September this year, the Supreme Court found police acted unlawfully when conducting a strip search during a crackdown on music festivals 7 years ago. 27-year-old Raya Meredith was searched by police at Splendour in the Grass in 2018.
Court found that police unlawfully strip searched Raya in circumstances that were particularly degrading, humiliating and traumatic. She was directed to remove her clothing, to move her breasts, then she was directed to remove her lower clothing, to remove her tampon so the female police officer could inspect her genital area. Then she was directed by police to bend over. And while this was all occurring, a male police officer entered the makeshift search cubicle.
Ms Meredith led a class action of 3,000 people who were strip searched between 2016 and 2022. The court awarded Ms Meredith $93,000 in damages.
We thank the lead plaintiff, Raya, for having the courage to bring this litigation for a degrading experience that she should never have been subjected to.
The message from this case is, police, get your hands off young people and children's bodies. It is their body, it is their property. Get out of the way.
On top of the $93,000, the court also awarded exemplary damages with the amount to be determined in the future. The purpose of exemplary damages is to punish and deter the police. And exemplary damages were awarded because of the institutional failures of police to properly train, monitor and supervise police in strip searches.
Shortly after the judgment, the New South Wales Police Commissioner Mal Lanyon responded.
I apologise. What has been reported is outside our policy and practice. As I said, we've made significant strides forward in terms of policy, practice and education.
But the Commissioner defended their right to strip search.
So strip searching is still a valid tool in the police arsenal, and the reason we do it, and a lot of focus is on drugs and people possessing drugs, but can I say one of the main reasons we strip search is for weapons. Since 2018, the police have changed policy and practice significantly in the way that we do it. We've changed education significantly. So we are focused in making sure that we do it appropriately, we do it with dignity, but we do it to make sure that we keep the community and the police safe.
Police are now appealing the judgment with backing from the New South Wales Premier.
We accept the court's decision, but police are caught in a difficult position where drugs are still illegal, they're not legal, particularly the supply of drugs at music festivals, and they've got a responsibility to keep people safe.
They have until the 30th of December to lodge the appeal grounds. So we don't know which aspects of the judgment they're contesting.
It's been a tense few years between police and festival organisers, who are often required to have police on site at some events.
If anyone's been to a music festival in New South Wales in the past 7 to 8 years, they would have seen the wall of officers at the entrance, the huge numbers of drug dogs. We just don't see it in any other jurisdiction. Kids in Victoria have a great time. They don't have a general fear of police that they do have in New South Wales.
Since last year, festivals have been required to have a health and medical plan to deal with drugs, in a shift towards harm reduction.
I think it's disappointing that they're appealing the decision, but we'll wait and see what the judgment is around that. Young people should seek information about their rights when it comes to searches, and just be aware of what police can and can't do.